So now let me just go ahead and skip to the end. So this is what happens at the end. This is what Max Schardt does. This is his signature move. I've been telling y'all about this every single time. What Max Schardt will do on the end of his cross-examination with a witness, especially the witnesses that are people that were accused of being in or a part of YSL, he will ask them a question that he knows will be objected to. He knows will be stricken from the record, but he just needs the jury to hear it. Excuse me, he needs the witness to hear it. So what he asked Quindarius Zachary is, he says, did you know in open court, Love immediately objects, right? And the judge said, well, let me hear the question. He said, so Schardt says, did you know in open court, Attorney Love told your lawyer that you were facing 20 years of probation? And then Love objected. The judge sustained, and Max Schardt does what he does. No further questions, Your Honor, and walks off. We can see how hurt Love is when this happens, because we all know what that means when the attorney said, especially because Love has been accused of doing this repeatedly throughout this trial. And not even accused, it's not even about accusations. We've seen her intimidate these people, tell like a person is up on the stand testifying, and now you're about to go through their whole plea agreement and read to them like, if you're about to tell them, yo, you know you could be punished if you pretty much say this is a lie, or you know you could be punished if you say that they didn't do this, that's intimidation. So Schardt was just bringing back to attention the stuff that Love does, right? That's actually what I have a video of, and I want to let's go ahead and look at that, because I think that it is very interesting. And this is actually also when when Judge Whitaker shut down Attorney Love when she was trying to make her argument. She wanted Schardt to be admonished in front of the jury, but Whitaker wasn't going for it. Give me a second. I'm gonna put my headphones on right quick. Can y'all see? Can y'all see that? There we go. Okay, hold up. Let me adjust the boundaries. Let me get that long crime off my joint too. Hicka. This is a very Love was catching it crazy this week, man. She was catching it crazy. Whitaker was sick of her, and Love was trying to fight back a little bit, but it wasn't doing much. Whitaker was shutting her down a lot. Whitaker was shutting her down a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Can y'all still hear me? Let's play this thing.
I've been in the hospital.
Okay. But that is correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you aware that in open court?
Objection, Your Honor, as to whether or not I'd ask that the witness be required to give a foundation for anything done while he wasn't in here, considering the rule of sequestration.
Involved him. Were you aware that in open court, DA Love wanted to remind your attorney
Objection,
that you're
Your
on 20
Honor,
years
that is
probation?
not relevant, and that is improper, and Mr. Schardt knows that.
Sustained.
All right. I have no further questions.
All right.
No further questions.
Any other defense counsel have questions?
Thank you, Mr. Sager.
Let's skip
All right,
forward
how
to the
long's-
argument part.
The shorter questioning.
Court here, and
Let's get to it.
court here, an objection that the state has regarding the last line of questioning by Mr. Schardt, when the state objected based on.
I want, if y'all haven't been doing this, when y'all are looking at this trial, start paying attention to this young lady right here. Her name is Jasmine Knight. She is an attorney. She works for the district attorney's office. I'm assuming that she's just getting her feet wet, so they pretty much have her playing the background. She's very young. But just pay attention to her. She's trying to help out as much as she can, trying to give cues to Hilton and Love as much as she can. But just pay attention to her. You see her facial expressions. You just watch her. Not just today, but I'm saying during trial, just watch what she's doing.
The beginning of his question, and Mr. Schardt asked the question that he did, are you aware that the district attorney told your attorney that you face 20 years of probation? This is not the first such kind of question regarding something that is improper that has come up. And I would ask the court to remind counsel that those types of, that's not an appropriate line of questioning. It's not a relevant line of questioning. And it's just an attempt to essentially cast aspersions on opposing counsel. And I don't think that that is proper, at least not the question that he asked.
Your Honor, I wasn't casting aspersions on opposing counsel. I was casting aspersions of what opposing counsel did. I couldn't believe.
Same thing, Your Honor.
Hold on, Miss Love. It is not the same thing. I'm not casting aspersions on you. I have not made any personal attacks on you. I haven't said anything about your character. I said that thing that you did was out of pocket, because it was. I'm gonna use a sentence that I heard Love say a few weeks ago. There is a difference and a distinction. She used difference and distinction as two separate things here. So I'm gonna say it back to you, Ms. Love. There is a difference and a distinction between casting an aspersion on you, the prosecutor, and casting an aspersion on something you did. Let's get back to it.
Can I finish? I couldn't believe it when I was in court the other day and a DA is sitting there talking to, in open court, to the attorney of a witness, and is openly saying, I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years. I mean it. And my thing is, she knows why she said it.
Your Honor.
That message was to be relayed to to Quindarius Zachary. That's the only reason it would be said in open court. And I assume that Mr. Scheib, in his short tenure as attorney for Mr. Zachary, conveyed that message, because that message was made loud and clear in open court. And Mr. Scheib was not the one that needs to testify, according to the state. Mr. Scheib's not the one on probation. Mr. Zachary is. So yes, when the state says about a state's witness to their attorney in open court, I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years, and I'll charge him with perjury and will revoke his probation, whatever was said, I'll rely on the transcript. Yeah, I assume that message has been relayed to the witness, and I do believe it was intimidation. I'm not going to sit here and say it's witness intimidation and all that. I'm not saying that, Judge. What I'm saying is intimidation in the colloquial layman's term sense. It was a message that was sent, and I wanted to see if he received the message, because that is relevant to his bias and motive in testifying.
Your Honor, Mr. Schardt knows that, number one, all of the things that he's representing is being said weren't said, and he still knows that.
She said Mr. Schardt knows all the things that he says is being said didn't happen. The clip is floating around of what she said. Schardt is right. She did say that. So I don't know what she's talking about.
It was an improper question to place before this witness. And to the extent that any attorney is asked something outside the presence of the witness, to ask the witness, was he aware of something that was said outside of his presence? Mr. Schardt has no good faith basis for asking the witness a question. It is not relevant whether or not the witness's attorney, some other person, was told that his client should not commit perjury. And I don't think all of what Mr. Schardt said was even what was actually said. But the question that he asked the witness was not a proper question. It was just an attempt to paint a lie to the jury that someone is trying to intimidate this witness, when frankly, the only person that the witness has been friendly to is all of his friend Shannon's lawyers. And Mr. Scheib is talking to Mr. Stillwell's lawyer, and Mr. Scheib is representing Mr. Zachary. So the idea that somehow the state is trying to intimidate a witness is ludicrous, when the
idea that the state is trying to intimidate a witness is ludicrous. Ma'am, Y'all locked the man up because of something his family member said. I mean, I don't think we get, like, the defense can't lock him up if something happens that they don't like. So y'all locked him up when he said he was going to come testify. Y'all think it's beyond the realm of possibility that you are the group, or you are part of, or you lead the group that would intimidate a witness. 1,000% is feasible, possible, plausible, and has happened a bunch of times in this case. That's why those plea deals look the way they look, because y'all want to intimidate people. That's why y'all locked Quindarius Zachary up last week, because y'all are intimidating people. So please stop.
And the lie that he's putting before the jury that is what is happening is improper, and he knows it's improper. And I would ask that the court keep him from making those types of false assertions, false representations, misleading representations before the jury under 403.
Note, Your Honor, that not one time when Mr. Zachary was on the stand did I claim that Miss Love intimidated him. I never used the word intimidate in front of the jury. I'm talking about. What I said was, are you aware? And that Miss Love talked about I can't quote directly, but talked about you're still on 20 years probation, which was said. I don't even independently know how many years probation is on. The only reason I know is because Miss Love said it in open court. So everything was factual. And, I think it's relevant when a DA is saying, and I'm not trying to pick a fight with Miss Love. If people are difficult witnesses, we all deal with difficult witnesses in different ways. So I'm not even trying to judge what she said or how she said it. All I'm saying is it was said. And I wanted to know if he got that message, because that message was clearly intended for him. It wasn't intended for Dennis Schardt.
Well, I'm not sure that's true because at the time, I don't think they had yet negotiated the terms of the immunity deal. But Ms. Love, your objection was sustained. So that's really all there is to it.
Your Honor, I think the
Watch the shutdown that's about to happen. Legendary shutdown by Whitaker. Here we go.
main thing to it is that Mr. Schardt he talked.
Miss Love, I'm going to take a bathroom break, okay? I haven't had one for the last couple of times that everybody else has.
Cold blooded. Well, hold on. Let's look at somebody else's face real quick.
I haven't had
Let's look at somebody else's face real quick, y'all.
immunity deal.
This is the person who I want y'all to look at right here, the court reporter. This is who I want y'all to look at right here. Watch her face as Whitaker is. Just watch her how her head is nodding, like she's looking concerned for Love and her feelings. Watch.
But Miss Love, your objection was sustained. So that's really all there is to it.
Your Honor, I think the main thing to it is that Mr. Schardt he talked.
Miss Love, I'm going to take a bathroom break, okay? I haven't had one for the
Look at her
last couple
face.
of times that everybody else has.
Can y'all see that? She was concerned. Hold on, let me do a little Zoom work real quick. I don't think y'all seeing what I'm talking about. Hold on. I don't think y'all seeing what I'm talking about. I need y'all to see what I'm talking about. I don't even know how to Zoom like that. I'm about to do something crazy. Oops.
It is that Mr. Schardt he talked.
Miss
Okay.
Love, I'm going to take a bathroom break, okay? I haven't had one for the last couple of times that everybody else has.
What was that about? I know that was stupid what I just pointed out, but I'm just saying it was like she was concerned for Love right there. Like, damn, Love, she's shutting you down, cut. She really shut her down. What Love hit her with the heard it all before. Heard it all before. She hit her with the had to shut you down. Yeah, so that was Schardt letting it be known that Love is still out here intimidating witnesses. And it's a cold game out here. Love is still intimidating witnesses on the streets.